A very happy day after Christmas. And this is such a good time to start reassessing where you're at. So, for those of you I have not met, I'm Nadia Pilchik. I speak and train and have written various books on communication. But my goal today is to help you look at what in your life you want to stop doing. What do you want to start doing? And what do you want to continue doing? So if you're anywhere near a pen or your phone, just write down those three things, which is what in my life right now do I want to stop doing? It's not serving me. Whether it's a thought process or a person or something in your life or drinking too much wine, who hasn't during this period? But whatever it is that's just not serving you well, what do you want to stop doing? Because for one or other reason, it doesn't make you feel good. It's not productive. It doesn't help you. So, what do I want to stop doing? Then the next thing is, what do I want to start doing? What have I been thinking about, whether it's reading more or a business practice that I want to start doing or getting more creative or something that you've been thinking about? So now's the time to plan this. And then what during COVID-19 worked and you want to continue doing? So it's those three things. What do I want to stop doing? What do I want to start doing? And what do I want to continue doing? So I've been thinking about that a lot myself. And what I wanted to do today, because I've been inspired by all the post-Christmas sales, was offer you a post-Christmas sale. And that was that if you go on to nadiaspeaks.com/promo, I have a 24-hour offer for you. And that is if you go on and look at my webcam confidence program, which is all about coming across more authentically, being more trustworthy in the virtual space, and really using every virtual interaction to build rapport, to ensure that you're coming across as the best version of yourself. So if you go into nadiaspeaks.com/promo and you get the webcam confidence course, which is discounted by 15%, then I am going to offer you an hour of coaching. And in that hour of coaching, what I'll look at with you is we'll look at your camera. We'll look at how you're coming across. We'll look at any video you might be making and see what you can do better, what you can start doing better in 2021. So please try that, and it'll be my pleasure just to work with you and see if one of the things you want to do in this coming year is ensure that all interactions, and hopefully they will be in person eventually, but right now your interactions are mainly online. And what I'm still seeing, even 9 months into COVID-19 and virtual communication, is people still are not fully understanding that it requires a great deal of deliberation to be powerful, authentic, trustworthy, to come across as confident, competent, and credible on virtual platforms. And I recently interviewed a master negotiator. He works as an instructor at the Harvard School of Negotiation, Muli Dinar. Please look up that interview. And Muli was saying that so much negotiation is now taking place online. And if you don't have the skills to really listen, to build rapport online, your negotiation skills can be compromised. So there's so many reasons to really up your web presence, your ability to come across authentically. And for the last 9 months, I've been speaking and training and teaching people to really maximize these opportunities, because when we do go back to in-person communication, the foundational elements of communication, which are really listening, are so critical whether you are in a virtual platform or online. And maybe that's one of the things you want to start doing more of. I know for somebody like me, and take a moment and think about where you are on the spectrum, I am a fast-paced, outspoken person. You may be a more thoughtful and reserved person, so think about this, or many shades in between, right? Some of us are very fast-paced, some of us are very thoughtful and reserved. And then, of course, there's a multitude and a plethora of other personality styles. People who are outspoken and fast-paced tend to be the talkers. So for people like us, and one of the things that I say every year is the ability to really listen, and listen as Scott Peck says, the author of The Road Less Traveled. Scott Peck says, put yourself aside when you listen. Just put yourself aside. And that's something I have to practice. Now, to some of you, that may come very naturally. And then I love Bill Nye, the science guy. I quote him often because he says, everyone you meet knows something you don't. So think about that when you're listening. So my goal today, this post-Christmas Saturday, was to both offer you an hour of free coaching. If you go into nadiaspeaks.com/promo and you buy my webcam confidence course, you will get a full hour of my time just to really look at how you're coming across. So that's my Christmas Day sale. But most importantly, if you can just in this moment think about what in 2021 do you want to stop doing because it's not serving you? What do you want to start doing? I know one of the things I want to start doing is reading more, watching a little less Netflix. By the way, last night I watched Bridgerton on Netflix, which is very well done. It's a kind of period piece, but a little bit satirical, but the acting is excellent. And it is in partnership with Shonda Rhimes. So I always love what she does, and probably worth watching, but I'm going to watch less and read more. I recently reread Viktor Frankl's Man's Search for Meaning. And it was just such a good reminder. You know, his famous quotes are, if you act abnormally in an abnormal situation, that is normal. And there's so many things, and I am co-authoring a book with David Asanow, and we're writing about ramplifying, which is ramping up your existing client base and amplifying your reach and your purpose. And part of today's broadcast was to do just that. So think about what you want to stop doing, what you want to start doing. Another wonderful thing that has happened in me in 2020 was I became part of a mastermind group hosted by Peter Winnick and Bill Sherman. And through that, we created something called, the wonderful people, Klaus Rausted headed it, but we started something which is the Global Institute for Thought Leaders. We call it GIFT, and a group of remarkable people who are inspiring me every day. So thank you to all of them, many of whom I've interviewed. But what in your life is working for you? Do you want to continue doing? So I hope you join me, nadiaspeaks.com/promo. But either way, please message me, link in with me, be in touch, and let's together, and this is what is so important, make 2021, it's got to be purposeful. Yes. It's got to be positive, yes, but we all want it to be productive. So wishing you everything you wish yourself this post-Christmas. And I look forward to being in touch with many, many more of you, hopefully eventually in person. I'm Nadia Bilchik, wishing you a very, very merry day after Christmas.